Hi everybody. I just had some technical difficulties, so I was sat there and then my cat decided to sit on my lap. So let's come to a comfortable seated position. And just resting the backs of the hands on the knees. I'm just going to move the camera. Begin to close your eyes and feel the ground underneath your seat bones. Just bringing ourselves to some stillness, to some calm. Breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. Relaxing the jaw, relaxing the shoulders. And let's take one hand on the chest, one hand on the tummy. So we're going to breathe in for 4 counts. Feel the belly expand and then breathe out for 4 counts. So in breath. You feel your chest lift and your belly expand, and out breath. Just do 2 more cycles of this breath practice in your own time. And then relax the hands down to the knees, taking the right ear over to the right shoulder. Now the left hand can come out just above the floor, just feel that stretch. And then take the right hand down, take the left arm up and over, spiral the chest, look up to the sky. And let's take a twist, so taking your left hand to your right knee and take your in breath, lift out of the waist, exhale, twist round to the right. And let's bring it back to center, swapping over, taking left ear to left shoulder. You can take the right hand again, just take it out just above the ground. And then left hand to the ground, right arm up and over, spiral the chest. Breathing into the ribs. Taking that twist, so right hand finds left knee, in breath and exhale, twist. And bring it back to center. So I should have said at the start of the session today, it is a strength, stretch and release class, and we're going to get into the hips again a little bit more today. So in breath, bringing the hands underneath the hamstrings, feet on the floor. In breath, we bring the chest forward, so coming into a cow position. Exhale, chin to chest, take it back. Make sure the shoulders aren't coming up to the ears. In breath, bring it forwards. Out breath, take it back. In breath, bring it forward. Out breath, take it all the way back. And bringing it back to center. So we're going to just bring the hands down if you want to help with your balance. And all we're going to do is a little bit of internal and external rotation for the hips. So just to gauge where you are. Most important thing is keep these seat bones down, glued to the earth. So let's start on the right side. So taking an internal rotation. Now I really don't have a huge amount of internal rotation here without my hip lifting. So just take an internal rotation on that side. And then take an external rotation, keeping both seat bones grounded. You can come onto the blade of the foot. Bring it back. Keep tall. You can bring your hands behind you to support your spine. Internal rotation here on the left. Keep that seat bone down. External rotation. And one leg might be completely different to the other. So just see how it feels. Bringing it back to center. Bring the hands underneath the hamstrings. Bring in the feet. It's not helpful together. So inhale, let's bring the chest up tall. Lower belly pulled in. And if we can, come on onto our tiptoes, onto our Navasana or boat pose. Keep shoulders down, keeping spine long. And lowering down. Let's come through that cat and cow again. I'm just going to turn sideways on. Make sure you don't wreck my mat. So in breath, taking the feet quite wide, in breath, bringing it forwards, chest comes forwards. Out breath, take it back. Shoulders down. In breath. Out breath. Just one more. And out breath. Bringing it back to center. Taking those hands again behind you. So spine is tall. We're not just dumping down here. Really lift here. So this time we're going to go for internal and external rotation, and our hip bones can move off the mat. So our seat bones, sorry, can move off the mat. So let's take a turn to the right, and you can let your left butt cheek, seat bone lift. Take a turn to the left. And again to the right. And back to the left. One more time each side, to the right. And you might be like me, I'm moving down my mat. So just move those hands if needs be. Bringing it back to center. Shuffle yourself back if you need to. We're going to come back into that Navasana boat pose, so long, tall spine. Come onto our tippy toes. Now you could be here, brace in the belly. You can lift up your feet. You can hold onto your hamstrings, or you can lift your arms forwards. Really strong tummy. Squeezing the inner thighs together, legs together. And lower the feet down. Bring yourselves back up to seated. Now I'm going to shuffle to the end of my mat, because when I've been practicing this for you guys, I end up right at the end of my mat. So just be mindful that you might shuffle down. So again, we're going to go for that rotation. I'm going to get you to do it with your hands in the prayer position. If that's really impossible, you keep your hands behind you. So take your knees to the right and then take them to the left and to the right and to the left. One more time to the right and one more time to the left. And we're going to hold in this position. So our left knee is slightly wider than our left hip and our right knee is in a flexed position as well. We're going to take our hands either side of this left foot, flex the foot, in breath, and then exhale, lower down. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, take it down. One more, inhale, lift up. Exhale, take it down. Bring it back to center. So we come back to that twist. So bringing the hands together, take a twist to the right, to the left, to the right, to the left, and then last time to the right. And we hold it on our right side. If you feel like a bit of a pinch in this left hip, you can bring the left knee a little bit closer. So again, I excuse my back, but we're flexing this right foot. The knee is slightly wider than the hip. We in breath, lift up, exhale, lower. So we're oscillating the spine. In breath, lift. Now this hip may feel better. It may feel worse. One more time, inhale. Exhale. Inhale, bring it back up. But just be gentle with yourselves. Coming back. Bringing your feet onto your mat. So last boat pose, and it is our boat pose, and we're going to our half boat pose. So stay here if this is good for you. Otherwise, we're going to lift up. So we in breath here. Exhale, we lower. Ardha Navasana. In breath. Exhale, we lower. In breath. Exhale, we lower. One more time. Hopefully working this lower belly. And bringing it back. Let's cross over our feet if we can and come into our hands and knees position. This time we're going to take our knees a little bit further away than we normally do. So hands underneath the shoulders, knees a little bit further away. And all we're going to do, again, just getting into these hips, is just really circling the hips around, take it back, circling them down. Oh, this is quite nice. And then we're going to reverse these circles. Just take it in the opposite direction. Just do what feels good for your body, as big or as little as these circles need to be for you today. And then bringing it back to center. I'm going to tuck the feet under and then take the hips up to our down dog. Flex and extend the knees, nod the head up and down, side to side. Breathe. And then just come to stillness. We're going to lift the right leg up to the sky, flex the right knee, let the right foot be floppy, pressing equally between both hands. You might take a look under your right armpit.
you're going to bring the right knee to your left elbow. So be mindful that you're looking into the center of your mat and not to your left hand, so your hips don't twist. Take it back. And again, take it to your left elbow. Take it back. Last time to your left elbow. Now, if you practiced with me the last session, we let the left leg come through. Okay, so we're going to extend that. We're just going to hold it here for a minute. Mindful that right foot comes through. So right foot is through, left leg is long. Be mindful that your left foot is not twisting. So from here, little challenge for you, really ground down through the right hand, gripping with the fingers, and see if you can lift up our left hand, ground down with the left foot. We're on the outer blade of the right foot. The left foot is down. Pelvis tucked under and up. From here, coming onto your heels and lower down nice and slowly so the hips come down to the ground. I'm going to be moving quite a bit around our mat today, so don't worry if you come off your mat. Okay, so we're going to take a twist to the left leg. Let's have a bit of hamstring stretch first. So in breath and exhale, keep that spine long and take a hamstring stretch towards the left foot. Just tuck the chin slightly, keep both seat bones down. And walk the hands back. So here, we're gonna do a little bit of work into our hip flexor. So our left hip flexor. So we've got hands either side of this left leg. Now, if your hands are further away, it's gonna be harder. So maybe bring them back in line with the knee or mid-thigh. So almost feel like bringing that left hip back into the socket, flex the foot, and we're gonna lift and lower this left leg. So we lift, in breath, exhale, lower. Again, lift, exhale, lower. One more, lift, exhale, lower. So however that went for you, it's quite challenging for me. You can give your little leg a little rub. I'm going to bring the right foot now and place it, so coming into our seated number 4 stretch. So placing that right foot just above the right knee, taking the hands behind us and then pressing that left foot on the floor if you've got that available to you. We are here, keeping that spine tall. An option to keep the hips down, or if you want to, you can lift your hips up, 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 up. And then bringing the hips back down. So from this position, we're going to untangle those legs, and then we're going to come all the way back over to our down dog. So I'm just going to swap ends so you can see me. So into our down dog. This time we lift up the left leg. Let's open that hip, so flex in the left knee. You can look under the left shoulder. Bringing the left knee to the right elbow. Kick back. Left knee to right elbow. Kick back. And last time, left knee to right elbow, and then you can extend. Now your leg might be up here, it might be here, so just go with how your body feels and your own flexibility. We stay here just for a little moment, and then we really press down, activate that left arm and lift up the right arm and on the blade of the left foot and the right foot is grounded down to the earth. Then we come onto the heels, slowly lowering those hips down. And then we take that twist towards the right. And your straddle might be wider than mine, it might be smaller than mine. So again, just do what feels good for your body. In breath and out breath. Let's keep that spine long. Tuck the chin slightly. Keep the feet flexed. And then let's walk those hands back. So this time we've got the right leg framed and we've got our hands down. Remember, just not too far away from you. So draw that right leg back into the socket, the right hip into the socket, and then we are gonna ready to in breath, and in breath we lift, exhale lower, in breath lift, exhale lower, one more time, in breath lift, exhale lower. So maybe that side was easier for me, maybe that side was easier for you, or however it went for you. Well done. Bring the left foot now and place it just below the right knee, or above the right knee, sorry. And then coming into that number 4 stretch, so really tall in the spine, keeping the foot flexed, the left foot. So option to stay here, option to lift the hips up. And then lowering those hips down. Untangling these feet. And we're going to again come over to our down dog. Let's walk our feet forwards to the front of our mat. Hang here, bend the knees loads, cup the elbows, have a rock one side to the other. Then we're going to plant the left hand down. We're going to see if we can extend this right leg and take the right arm up to the sky with the left knee bend. If both knees are bent, that's absolutely fine. Swap it over, so right hand comes down, right knee bends, left leg extends, left arm up to the sky. And lower down, roll it up to standing. Let's take an in breath, out breath, lower it down. In breath, halfway lift. Out breath, we're going to step the right foot back. Right knee comes down. So here we're going to bring the right hand down to the ground. Take the left arm forwards, up and back. Mindful that we're not twisting in the hips. Exhale, we're going to bring that left arm up and over and extend the left leg. Take it back, the left arm, and as we take it back, we're going to flex the right foot and squeeze it into the glute. So again, take it down. So we're activating our right hamstring here as well. So bringing it back, flex, and the heel comes to the glute. One more time. And release that right foot down to the ground. Taking the hand either side of the left leg, curl the right toe under, step the left foot back to our plank. Let's come through our vinyasa. So all the way down to baby cobra on our in breath. Curl the toes, lift up, press back to our down dog for our out breath. So we do that on the opposite side. So this time we step the right foot forwards, lower the left knee down.
Bring the right arm forwards, up and back. In breath here. On an exhale, we take it forwards. In breath, take back. And if you can, flex. See if you can get that foot towards the glute. Out breath, take it forwards. In breath, take it back. Out breath, one more time. In breath. Out breath, and framing that right foot. Step that right foot back to our plank position. And one more time through our chaturanga. And up dog if you can. And then taking the knees down, press the hips back. Let's come to a child's pose. Relaxing the forehead down to the mat. Breathing into the belly. And then let's walk those hands so we are on our knees. Let's take an in breath, bring the arms up to the sky. Out breath, bring the hands down to the heart. Interlace the hands, press it forwards, chin to chest. Taking it up, release the hands, elbows come towards the hips. Bring the hands together. One more time, interlace and press it forwards. Taking it up, elbows to hips, and bring those hands together. Let's come on to our seat bones. So we're going to do that one more time, that round that we did to start with our feet on the floor and hands together. So just taking that walk of the knees to the right. Just to see how your hips are feeling now after we've done quite a bit of hip work. To the left, to the right, to the left, to the right. Maybe they're a bit less clunky, a bit more flexible. And last time. And bringing the feet together into our Sukhasana. So like we started, we're going to finish in Sukhasana, easy pose. So just come to that seated position, relaxing the hands again down onto the knees. Coming back into that breath practice of 4 counts in and 4 counts out. Having a moment at the end of your practice to let all of your magical asanas have an effect on your body, and having a moment of calm and stillness in your day. And just do one more in breath at the count of 4 and one more out breath. Now if you need to stay here for a bit longer, if you can, if you've got that time, give yourself more time. Otherwise, gently open your eyes, and thank you very much, guys, for practicing with me today. I hope you enjoyed this session. I hope it was maybe a bit different, a little bit more flexibility for the hips. So let me know how you got on, and I'll see you soon.